We all think we're afraid of ATS, but what we're really afraid of is having a resume that sucks so much that you don't get any callbacks. Let me stop right there and tell you that the problem is not ATS, the problem is your resume, and here's how we're going to figure it out so you never have to blame ATS again and you can actually start doing the things that you know are meant to work in this job market. Look, I get it. Everyone's afraid of the ATS system. We hate getting rejected at 2 a.m. in the morning. You wake up in a frenzy, you try to look at your email inbox, and boom, the job you applied to a few hours ago rejected you. Now, I know no recruiter is awake at 2 a.m., and I know that's a really good indication that you got auto-rejected. I'm not talking about those emails, because if you're getting auto-rejected, that just means that something in your background did not align with the job description. It could be your background, your education level, your years of experience, and yes, sometimes it will be because you require sponsorship. However, requiring sponsorship is not the reason why you're getting rejected for every single job application. That's something I will talk about in a little bit, but in regards to ATS, if you are getting rejected for a job that you know that you would have been so good at and matches what you do on a daily basis, that just means your resume is not best reflecting you, your skill sets, and it's not showing you in the best way possible. Let's talk about it in this way. If you are tailoring your resume to every single job description to pass ATS, I can almost guarantee you that you are. I can say that 99% of my clients were passing ATS, but the thing they were not passing, which a lot of people forget about, is to land an interview, you need to get through the human recruiter. They will go through the applications and they will determine who they will call. So if you have a bunch of keywords, if you have a bunch of the qualifications, I'm pretty sure you're passing ATS, don't you think? But the problem is you are not passing the human, because if you were a recruiter yourself, you are getting thousands and thousands of applications that are tailored to the very vague job description that they have posted. And when they're looking for someone who knows how to use Excel, Tableau, and different inventory management tools, etc., and you just list them out and you put some of the buzzwords that they put in, like stakeholder engagement, data-driven solutions, optimizing efficiency, as a way to prove that you know how to use those tools and softwares, aka those buzzwords, you are showing that you have no idea how to use them. I'm not saying you don't know how to use it. I'm saying your resume is showing that you don't know how to use it in a way that's going to get you the interview or offer. This current job market right now is brutal. I know that. But you are also competing with hundreds of thousands of people who this academic system has let out an entire generation of people who are being told to tailor their resumes every single time, pass ATS, but in reality, you need to pass human, and no one is telling you how to find your results, how to find metrics, how to find numbers, how to show your impact. It's just things people write about and post about, but they never explain to you how to do it. So today I'm going to exactly show you what you need to do. Look, I want you to be very clear. It's not about you. It's not about who you are. It's not that you need sponsorship. It's not that you need all these different things and you have these different requirements. It's the fact that your resume is not detailing your exact job descriptions. So if you're applying to a job, rightfully so, you know you could do a really good job in it, and you're not getting interviews after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year of consistently applying, that should show you that the thing you're applying with is the problem. No one knows who you are. They only know you through the paper that you submit. So if that is not doing a good job, why should they meet you to give you a chance to explain yourself? The market is demanding that you show all of the processes that you have accomplished at your job. So rather than saying something like optimizing operational efficiency, tell us what the optimizing was for. Why was it a problem? Why are you optimizing it? What is that operation that you are actually doing this for? And what makes it efficient? So from that one word, or 2 words I should say, we were able to get so many avenues to explore further in your bullet point. If you're also engaging with stakeholders, tell us how many different teams were they in? How many cross-functional teams? How many people were they actually? What kind of jobs were they holding? Like, are they C-suite level, directors, senior? Like, there's so many different options. If you're writing about tools and softwares, how did you use those tools? Why did you use those tools? How did that make you and your job so much more efficient? How did that help people know the information that you're trying to figure out and solve for? How did you present those results? When people say you need to have metrics and numbers, these are the things that you could put in. You don't have to know what your employer made that month. So that's why they go and try to tailor the resume to every single job description to pass ATS. I can guarantee that you are passing ATS most of the time. Let's go back to this sponsorship example. I know for a fact that you have applied to hundreds, maybe even thousands of applications at this point. And if you are getting interviews and then they're like, okay, we can't offer you sponsorship, and then they're like hanging up the phone, it may feel like you have no chance of getting a job because you require sponsorship, right? Like that's how it would feel. But here's the catch. I can guarantee that you have applied to positions and companies that have a long history of accepting sponsorship, and they are willing to file that for you, and they are willing to take the extra steps. I mean, who wouldn't want talent working for them? Many of my clients are international who require sponsorship, who are getting the H-1B transfers, they are getting that conversion to H-1B to begin with, they are getting those applications filed for them. So the point is, almost all of them have mentioned to me that they felt like it was because they required sponsorship, which is why they were not getting offers or interviews to begin with. But after we changed their resume, after we updated to best reflect who they are and to answer the burning questions that recruiters have, when we finally did that, they stopped throwing their resume in the trash and they finally started getting interviews. Now, it's up to you to do your due diligence and apply to places that do offer sponsorship for sure. But I know for a fact that you apply to so many places, and if you're not getting noticed from those companies, it doesn't mean you are like having the sponsorship issue, which is why they're not going to accept it. It's because you're competing with so many others who have a resume that is better than yours. Like, I know for a fact that you guys are competing with our clients, and they are so fantastic, they are so phenomenal, but they used to be in the same position as you are right now. So the problem is not you. The problem is not the company. The problem is your resume. And it's really up to you. Like, I'm just laying out all the facts right now. If you want to keep applying with the same outdated advice from 2021 that briefly got people jobs 4 years ago, be my guest. Do whatever you want. But I'm speaking to the person right now who wants to find a job and is willing to put their head down and make no excuses and accept that they have room to grow and improve. Especially as women, we have to control our life. We cannot rely on someone else to give us a referral, start a networking chat, give us an introduction. We can't do that, because what if we want to jump ship from that place that we got the referral from? So the problem is, you cannot rely on someone to hand out these opportunities for you. My clients are receiving these interviews and offers through cold applications or LinkedIn email messages that recruiters are sending them personally after they're finding their now optimized profiles. So if you know that this is what you need and you want to stop relying on someone else and you're done making excuses, book a call with my team below in the description. We would be happy to do a free resume review while you're on the call. My team will cover why you're not getting the results, what is going well, and what is there to improve. We'll also offer a mock interview session right afterwards, because it's not just we want you to get interviews, we want you to pass those interviews and get offers. The call is completely free. All you have to do is just book some time below before they all run out. And in the meantime, don't forget to follow us on social media platforms and make sure you hit subscribe, like the video, and put any comments below if you have any questions for me, and I'd be more than happy to create a video for that in the next ones. I hope you found this video helpful, and make sure you catch us in the next one. See you soon. Bye.